All my visions lead to horror, except this one. This one leads to you.
It's the Grabbin' Gang, presented by the Imperial Scenarist Guild and Linda and Gold Coffee. Wake up with Linda and Gold. We put the spice in its pouring.
The Grabbin' Gang was recorded before a live studio audience.
Another day. And there goes Frank flying by. Hello. Hey there, neighbor! How do you like my new blindoctor? Yeah, I built it myself! Oi, you okay, Frank? Just a fresh wound. Yeah, not to worry, love. He missed our property entirely. Oh, there you are. Morning, sunshine.
Grabbin' life isn't for the faint of heart, but at least we keep it interesting.
Now, if I can just get this old water recycler working, who in the right mind would make it like... Oh, come on. Oh, fantastic. Oh, the screws are made out of Swiss cheese. Now, that's quality work here, boys. Yeah, lovely. Oh, you... Taking son of a mind, David.
Doug, that thing's older than your joke. Give it up already.
Don't you listen to her.
Who's Betty?
What? The water recycler, of course.
At least we know who we're burying when she conks out for the last time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, almost got it. She just needs a little coaxing, and she'll start purring.
R.I.P. Betty. Gone, but not forgotten. Maybe you should get Frank.
Do you remember the last time we got Frank to help? You were visiting your sister, and Depot 12 got popped with a surprise inspection, yeah? Well, you don't remember? The main said my hair was 3 centimeters of a Guild Rex.
Oh, now I remember. You were kinda shaggy, Dove.
I had no choice. I needed it cut.
And I told you to wait until I got home. I don't know why you would ever go to France.
I looked like a bloody arc in him for weeks, love.
Mom, Dad, can you guys keep it down? I'm trying to hear my Communinet shows. Hey, Junie, hun. Maybe you can do that outside and keep an ear open for one sign.
No sandworm activity's up 9,000% since that bastard Santara took out the shield wall.
How did Santara take out the shield wall in one day? And it took you 6 months to build a shed.
Don't you compare me to that outlaw.
No, trust me. I've seen his polo. Do it all.
Now, that's seditious talk, that is. He's an enemy of the Imperium.
Oh, that sounds like a good game for frisky time. Enemy of the Imperium. Ew, you're gross.
What? You're gross.
Dove.
What? Have you seen her lately? Or, and I dare you, have you smelled her?
Speaking of which, where's your mother? Get out of my way!
Shields on!
Mum, what are you doing?
I'm teaching this thing some manners.
It's a sandworm, not a stray bat.
Oh, well, that one had spoke. I like it. Why do we have to live with the worms? I can take anything, Arrakis. But enough with the worms already.
Look, you heard what the science man said about our grabbing, yeah? To the worms, we're like a highway through the rock. But he also said they come through so fast, they don't even notice us.
We should charge them a toll. 5 Solari per trip.
Then we could finally get a new ground car. Hey?
And I wouldn't have to run so fast between rock islands. Speaking of which, it's off to the trade post. So big news from Guild Authority. They're sending a new security inspector to check on Depot 12.
Oh, another one. Well, didn't we have a security inspection last month?
We did, but that one needed some time off after his visit.
Time off? Must be nice.
I'm not sure how nice it is. The Guild medicant gave him 3 weeks in a tranquility pod.
A tranquility pod? Isn't that where they put the crazies?
Sounds perfect for you two.
Well, couldn't be worse than visiting your sister in Winsay.
Anyhow, this new inspector is supposed to be a real hard-nose. Name's Inspector Rix. Ooh, I knew a Rix once. He had a big one.
What? That's disgusting, Mum. Yes, Mother, we all know.
It rhymes with Rix.
We get it, Mum.
Face it, Dove. Depot 12 isn't exactly known for having the tightest security system.
Now, don't talk about old Gus that way.
Who's old Gus?
He's, our security system. And he is just fine as long as he, doesn't drink hot Coulon milk.
What happens when he drinks hot Coulon milk?
The same thing that happens to anyone who drinks hot Coulon milk.
He locks himself in the toilet for 30 minutes?
No, he falls asleep, of course.
That's much better. Depot 12 had 3 centers in the last quarter, Dove. The Spice Miners Guild is going to shut us down.
Well, not if I can help it. Me and Frank are going to come up with a plan to make Depot 12 the most secure spice depot on Arrakis.
Relaxed, huh? I've got us covered.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Hey, hold on until you hear the plan, buddy boy. I rigged together a special security apparatus.
Frank, my dear, you are still picking bits of your last apparatus from your arm.
Don't remind me. Yeah, trust me, buddy. This one is foolproof. My best invention yet.
And that is what I'm afraid of.
Good morning, Depot 12. I'm here to conduct a thorough inspection of your current security initiatives. This sector is one of the worst in the Imperial Fleet.
You, blame the kid up for that, Inspector.
I'll decide where the blame goes, Dune man. Now, show me your security.
Very good, Inspector. Thank you.
Oh, that's my cue. Automaton awaken! What am I looking at? My new sentry automaton. I named him He's scanning for intruders now.
Is he?
Don't worry. It's all clockwork. No Butlerian proscriptions broken here.
Frank, he must think we are the intruders, eh?
Oh, that's not good.
What do you mean that's not good, Frank?
I mean, maybe it's not good.
Uh-oh. Looks like we're gonna need another inspector.
I got this one in my hair.
Oh, another day, another Solari.
This is Dune man Keith Villari. All guild brothers know about the danger of entanglement in harvesters. But what about the cost and equipment downtime? Each moving part must be carefully sanitized of blood, bone, and other viscera, costing your guild greatly in lost time and efficiency. Be profitable. Be safe.
The Combined Hornet Communinet Theater presents an Arakeen Playhouse production of 5 Days at Carthage. Brought to you by the generous patronage of the Padishah Emperor and the tireless support of the Spice Miners Fellowship and Leisure Committee. And now, it's time to dim the lights and return with us to those fateful days before catastrophe came calling. It's part 1 of 5 Days at Carthage.
The Imperial Scenarist Guild has been provided unfettered access to the sealed records and testimonies of those who survived the Carthage incident. The following dramatization represents the official truth, as judged and signed by the Imperial Chamber Court and Aulic Council.
So let us journey then to the burning sands of Arrakis, a desert planet in a far-flung corner of the known universe. The year is 10-1-94, and the war of assassins between House Atreides and their ancient enemy House Harkonnen is well underway. Our tale unfolds in the teeming industrial sprawl of Carthage, the seat of Harkonnen power on Arrakis. It's early morning in the Peon Quarter, as the workers ready themselves for a long day of toil in their Baron's name.
Come to tea, Devon. You'll be late again.
Only tea? Is there no more bread?
Oh, what bread remains I'm keeping for dinner. You've had your fill.
I told you before, Mother. I won't be home for dinner tonight, or anytime soon. We're on double shift until further notice. Oh, don't give me that look. You know I have no say in the matter. And they are cracking down on anyone who gives even the slightest trouble. Ufim's cousin disappeared. They say he was an agitator, but no one can say what he did.
Your father said this day would come, when peons would be no better than Mola.
That's crazy, Mother. We have the peons' compact.
To hell with the compact. Do they expect you to work as a machine? Never resting.
Mother, watch what you say. You know they listen. Please. Let's just say the words and have our tea.
The words. I can't. I'm too angry.
But, Mother, we happily say the words every morning.
Fine. We live by our Baron's leave. The roof above our heads belongs to him. He permits us to dwell in his domain, and in return, we pledge our eternal loyalty, obedience, and maximal effort, with an eye towards efficiency.
Long live the Baron. I'm sorry, Mother, but if you must blame someone, blame Zantara. His most recent attack destroyed our last phased ion refinery in the northern precinct. Fremen bastard.
Hey, your father had Fremen blood on his mother's side. It's a blessing he didn't live to see what happened to them.
I say good riddance. It said they practiced cannibalism.
Don't be a fool, Devon. Those are all Imperial lies. It's well known that the Ikwan Bedouin remove the blood of their dead to make water.
Mother.
Open your eyes, my son!
I wasn't going to tell you, but thanks to your Fremen hero, we're test firing a long-throw cutter-ray auger today with an ungraded barrel.
Is that dangerous?
Only if the phase differential is off by more than 0.0003.
You can't! I forbid it! Why are they making you do this?
Because, Mother, Zantara destroyed the last facility that made and tested precision las barrels.
No!
I've got to go.
Be careful, Devon. I feel something very bad is coming.
This is as high as you can
Its shadow is already upon us.
That's what I'm using when I talk about a half meter.
Mason condensers at full potential. Are we clear to start the firing cycle?
Eisenrad controllers in the green, all mirrors 100% alignment. And still, my reservations remain.
I'll be sure to let the Baron know next time we have dinner. For now, let's get on with our job.
You had dinner with the Baron? No, Areg. He was being sarcastic. And I will say it again. The long-throw cutaway auger is a precision tool and requires equal precision in its maintenance. Never in my 97 years as a peon have I test-fired an ungraded barrel. The game they use different. We have no idea how it's going to react. It is insanity, Devon.
No one here disagrees with you, Ufin. But we have written orders from the House Munitions Master, co-signed by Peter de Vries. They need this laser auger online yesterday.
Because there is no risk to them. Let Peter de Vries test-fire the laser.
There's too many eyes on us to mess this up. All we can do is trust in our pre-fire checklist and hope the new barrel materials meet spec. Let's go again. Spooling up Mason condensers. Mason condensers at full potential. Are we clear to start the firing cycle?
Eisenrad controllers in the green. All mirrors, 100% alignment. Signal waveguide, in range.
Areg, how's the mesh?
Phased ion is in the mesh. Optical pump is engaged and the coils are hot.
Okay then, let's take it slow. Engaging throttle. Shut it down! Shut it down! Areg! Venting pig tanks! Submerging coils in 3, 2, coil submerge!
What have we done?
Areg!
Devon, come. Have some food. Do you hear me? Devon? Devon? What is it?
Areg is dead.
What?
He's dead. They took him away. I saw him die.
What happened?
The laser auger went out of phase. The beam splitter vaporized almost instantly. The whole charge vented onto Areg. He was literally cooked alive. I'll never forget the smell. And the screaming.
Oh, he suffered.
Badly, I think.
And you are just home now. How could you work after this? Did they not shut down the shop?
No, they just moved us back to munitions repair and we finished our shifts.
Oh, what is that now?
August Fear!
Droba, what's happening?
It's August Fear. He's coming!
The gladiator? What do you mean?
Lord Raban just announced it. A festival with music, food, and August Fear is going to fight! For the first time in 7 years! Right here on Arrakis! Oh, I've got to go. Hey, wait for me!
Did you hear that, Mother? The gladiator, Argus Vir, is coming to Carthage, all the way from Grumman.
Bread and circuses.
Imagine it. Right here in Carthage, the greatest gladiator in the known universe.
And what about your friend?
Which friend?
The dead boy, Arik.
Oh, yes. Poor Arik.
Yes, poor Arik.
He would have loved to see Argus Vir.
The mystery deepens aboard the Sand Titan, as Crew Chief Jarek Thorne's death remains unsolved, and the flies begin to circle. It's Death on the Titan, Episode 3, The Visitor.
We need to talk about where you were, Jeb, the night Crew Chief Thorne died.
I don't remember exactly. I might have stepped out for some air. I just needed a break. The work gets stressful, you know.
You were running dark that night, but the weather hooks were engaged on Pad 1. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Malfunction?
What do we know about weather hooks?
They're used to secure ornithopters in bad weather.
But isn't it true that weather hooks can only be engaged from the cockpit of a thopter?
I don't know. I'm a comms guy.
Do you recall seeing an ornithopter?
No, I don't recall seeing a thopter or anything, really.
You sure about that? A thopter's hard to miss, even in a storm. Especially if it engaged the weather hooks.
Well, I honestly can't recall anything like that. Maybe the hooks malfunctioned. I'm sure it's happened. Everything else malfunctions before long on this tub.
Of course, we could find no evidence of any unscheduled thopter landing on the Titan. But maybe someone else knows something. Maybe someone knows exactly who landed on the flight deck that night.
I told you already. I don't know anything. Am I free to go?
With Jeb's memory failing to provide any clarity, I turned my attention to Shift Supervisor Lena Orlov. Several things she let slip hinted at a closer relationship with Crew Chief Thorne. There had to be more to their connection than she was letting on.
There was nothing going on between us. We were just colleagues.
Tessa mentioned that you and Thorne had a close relationship. Why would she lie about something like that?
Maybe she's trying to deflect suspicion from herself.
You know what? That's exactly what I thought too. But then, she played me this.
I'm glad we had these moments together, Lena.
Me too, Jarek. I don't think I could survive another day in this barren wasteland without you. But a bitch. Who goes around recording the conversations of their crewmates?
She was keeping tabs on Thorne, documenting his lack of leadership skills.
Oh, she wouldn't shut up about that. I should have just transferred her to another rotation.
Tell me about you and Thorne.
All right. We were involved. But we were happy. I had no reason to harm him.
If you had nothing to hide, why keep it a secret?
Because it's personal. It had nothing to do with his death.
Did anyone else know about your relationship?
No, we kept it private. It was nobody's business. Tessa has always had it out for Thorne. She's just trying to stir up trouble.
Tell me about Jeb.
Not about him.
His alibi is weak. As is his assertion that he received Thorne's secret messages, but had no interest or capacity to decode them.
He had the capacity, if he wanted to. We both had the same signals training.
Does that mean you could decode the message too?
Yes, I could.
Then tell me, what did the secret messages say?
Stay tuned for our next exciting episode, where secrets unravel and the truth comes to light on Death on the Titan.
This is your master inspirator with the daily motivational. Today, we must remember, difficult doesn't mean impossible. It simply means we must work harder.
Damn, I just watched a shipwreck and a spice explosion happen in like 20 feet from each other.
working harder.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Represents the official truth, as judged and signed by the Imperial Chamber Court and Audit Council.
So let us journey then to the burning sands of Arrakis, a desert planet in a far-flung corner of the known universe. It's 10/1/94, and the war of assassins between House Atreides and their ancient enemy House Harkonnen is well underway. We join our story alongside a capacity crowd at the Great Carthag Amphitheater. As the Battle of Windsack is reenacted for the enthusiastic crowd, anticipation continues to build for the main event. The history-making return of the legendary gladiator, Argus Fear.
Do you hear them, Argus? All of that for you.
Do not overfill my ears with honey, old dog. I hear the crowd well enough. I also hear the sound and fury of Laskan fire. Never heard of any bloody Windsack. A local engagement of some import. The exact details elude me, but I gather it didn't end well for the Harkonnens. Why celebrate it then?
I'm told there is some disagreement on the specifics of how the battle concluded, and who, in fact, was responsible for the rather costly destruction of the Spice Guild facilities situated there.
The Harkonnens, no doubt.
I believe the Baron would claim otherwise.
He wouldn't he? Where is my damn spice? The skin on my legs feel as if it's both spreading and tightening at the same time. The pressure's building. Oh, where's my damn spice? That Harkonnen bootlick should be here by now.
There he is. Control yourself, Argus. And do keep in mind we are here at their sufferance.
Enough of your prattling, page. You're beginning to sound like my sixth wife.
Damn her eyes!
No, the Starry had to attend a pressing matter. I am here instead.
What could be more pressing than my bloody spikes? My legs feel as if they're about to burst. How in the room let's go?
I have your spice. As requested, a 7% solution of melange, elaka oil, and Carana brandy.
Did you mix it yourself? Oh, I never cares. Give it here! No, polish. I'm in no rush to be anywhere, and I wish to enjoy a nice day. He'll sleep for a while now. The battle is still hours away. I know it looks bad. We're mostly retired these days. That's when the Baron calls, Argus comes into the rings. I'm afraid his vanity wouldn't allow it.
I grew up listening to Argus Fear on the Communinet. My father said he was the greatest gladiator in the known universe.
Unfortunately, maintaining a reputation as the greatest gladiator in the known universe comes at huge cost. By now, Argus has had every major organ slashed, crushed, or punctured. Every bone broken multiple times. He's had so many parts rebuilt, replaced, or regrown completely over the years that Bennett's Lilacs will no longer guarantee their work. They say he shouldn't even be alive.
I had no idea.
No one does. As I said before, his vanity would never allow it. Still, the chronic pain he endures on a daily basis would drive most men to self-annihilation. But Argus Fear will never willingly die. His vanity would never allow it.
And with that, the Battle of Winsack is litigated once again. The crowd making plain their love for the Baron's death, in spite of the long shadow cast by the outcome of that very battle.
Everyone knows the Atreides were responsible for Winsack. That much has never been in doubt. House Harkonnen was punished because your thick-headed cousin Glossu destroyed the moonfish industry on Caladan.
I've heard that before, and it's what could fish halfway across the universe possibly have to do with Winsack?
Let me ask you this, dear. Who spearheaded the Imperial investigation into the destruction at Winsack?
Your boss, Hassan Effendi. Everyone knows this.
Oh, I wonder if that's the same Hasamir Fenring that is investigating. I hear that Fenring lost over a third of his fortune when the industry collapsed. Can you imagine?
The bastard.
Fenring or your rock-headed cousin?
The Count bleeds our house dry with massive debt for a facility we didn't even destroy.
You know I love you and your whole eccentric family, dearest. But if someone deliberately reduced our holdings by a third...
I will first.
Spoken like a true Harkonnen. Would you deny Count Fenring the same accommodation? As much as the Baron bemoans it, I doubt House Harkonnen is substantively injured in anything other than pride. But enough of this. Are the girls ready? The streets are filled with revelers, and I'm not going to be late again. It erodes my authority, and I resent it.
Girls! What?
How dare you address your mother that way? As if you were speaking to common Mara. Try again.
Yes, Mother? Ah, you all look so lovely. What do you mean he won't be there? I heard over the steward comms. It seems Spade and some of the cousins were readying to attend the arena when a contest of boasting broke out. Of course, it wasn't long before an impromptu hunting party formed, and the group found themselves on a highliner bound for Rosek. Rosek? I'm not going. Me neither.
Your dress, your goods. Consider it your sole familial obligation. I had those dresses brought in from Chusik at great expense. You will be seen in them.
Not by Fade Rota, and he's the only one we care about.
Fade is the premier get as far as eligible bachelors are concerned, darling.
Who puts that nonsense in their heads,
It's true. Ever since the Atreides girl humiliated him at Arsent, Fade has been actively receiving suitors.
Whores. Oh, you're fooling yourselves, girls. All of you. You haven't the slightest chance with Fade Ratha. No. His mate will be selected for political advantage above all, and we offer none.
Father!
I know you think me cruel, but it's the truth. Saved by a knock at the door.
Grim tidings, High Prefect.
Girls, out. You stay, darling. Davros, report.
We're getting calls from all.
You wouldn't be married to anything but a mop and bucket. Instead of kids, you'd have hallways to clean. And you know those witches got a lot of hallways.
What do you know about the Bene Gesserit? You don't even know how to add.
I know one thing I'd like to subtract.
Hey, Mom and Dad? Look what Phaedra and Bree just found.
While my parents were bickering, my big sisters, Phaedra and Bree, had uncovered a hatch in the ground, beneath layers of sand and scree. It took some cutting, some prying, and a whole lot of cussing, but my dad finally got the hatch to open to reveal a ladder going down. Dad led the way, his glow cutting through the darkness as we descended for what seemed like an eternity. The smooth ladder shaft was marked with ancient warning signs in a language that Phaedra said was Proto-Galactic, whatever that means. Dad said it meant that the place at the bottom of the ladder was a part of the old empire. Finn Jr. said they were around a really, really long time ago and sent their scientists all over the universe to bury cool stuff. Dad said finding their old stuff is our family pastime.
The fate of the O'Gary clan has always been tied to remnants of the old empire, whether it was back on Hagel or right here on Arrakis. Look at how we're drawn to one of their facilities without even knowing it was here.
When we finally got to the bottom of the ladder, we found ourselves in a small antechamber. That's when Mom noticed a series of small, almost invisible switches along the wall. With a little bit of trial and error, we activated the mechanism. A screen flickered to life, displaying a map of the facility. Dad examined the map and explained that we were in an auxiliary substation built to support nearby old Empire ecolabs for technical matters. This was very exciting for Dad because it meant that there were even more testing stations out there just waiting for us to find them. But for now, we had this substation before us. Mom figured out where we were on the map. But when we tried the door leading back to the main area, it wouldn't open no matter what we tried. Dad began to despair, but Mom kept her head and found us another route back into the complex through a twisty utility duct. But there was a catch. The utility duct was incredibly narrow, too small for any grown-ups to fit through. This was my moment to shine. With a quick pep talk from my mom and a promise to be careful, I wriggled into the tight space, inching my way forward. The walls closed in around me, but in true O'Gary spirit, I kept my cool, determined to reach the other side. About 30 meters in, I felt a tug on the safety rope tied around my waist. It had reached its limit. I couldn't go any further unless I disconnected it.
Sally, you're at the end of the rope. You want to come back, hun?
I can't turn around here. It's too tight. I'll have to disconnect and keep going.
Are you sure, Sally? That's an awful risk. We won't be able to help if anything goes wrong.
You didn't raise me to be a coward. What does Dad always say that Owen O'Gary is for?
Is it obnoxious?
I thought it was obstinate.
No, you sillies. It's audacious. I'll be fine. Just keep a lookout for trouble. I unhooked the safety rope and kept pushing forward, fingers crossed that the passage would lead somewhere. The angle of the duct meant there's no turning back. If it was a dead end, I was surely a goner. But hey, what's an adventure without a little risk? I think I can see something up ahead. It's an access hatch. Here's hoping I can open it from inside. I made it! The access hatch opened onto a huge chamber, lit by a soft, eerie glow. It was a real treasure trove of ancient technology, preserved perfectly through the ages. I had found the mother lode. After marveling at my discovery for a spell, I managed to backtrack to the escape tunnel where my family was waiting. Now I understood why we were never able to open that door. It was blocked by an ancient power loader. Fortunately, the control fob was still in place, so I was able to move that great beast away from the door.
Honey, are you okay?
I'm fine, Mom.
Where are you going, Finn? Our daughter almost died, and you're more interested in salvage.
She seems fine to me. More than fine, in fact. She's spectacular.
Our daughter or the power loader?
Can't we be excited for both? This is a VK5000 powered work loader. The last exosuit to come off the Venhold assembly line before the company was split up into Combined Mercantile and the Fold Space Shipping Company.
Do you mean...
Yep. The predecessors to CHOAM and the Spacing Guild.
Wow.
After the excitement died down, we carefully extracted as much as we could carry, making sure to document everything for later study. It was our most successful expedition yet. Back at our shop, we spent days cataloging and cleaning our finds, preparing them for sale. And that's where you come in, dear listeners.
That's right, Sally. At O'Gary's Imports, it's our Old Empire extravaganza. And you won't believe our prices. We have SD converters, we have anti-induction modules, we have cobalt-tipped frams, we have articulated John doors for men and women. Come find us on the Agora Concourse of the Grand Souk in Arakeen. Because at O'Gary's Imports, if you want it, we have it. And if we don't have it, we'll get it.
Thanks, Dad. Until next time, this is your faithful Badland Scout, Sally O'Gary, signing off and reminding you to always check your six. And come back next time for another episode of the Wastelander Chronicles.
Base protected.
Hey, check this out.
What am I looking at?
Over here real quick.
Okay, I'm looking. Holy shit.
Got so much more land. Like, I go all the way over here now.
Damn. Well, I could totally expand this way.
I think I have too much land. I don't know what to do with it all. My taxes are probably going to be crazy now.
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
A song of two homes. I remember the spice-scented air and shadows cast by twin moons. Fleeting light, dust devils dancing on the dunes. Gold on gold, a wind that whispers throughout empty nights. To rustle and caress the sand, the landscape shifts and sighs. Rises up and forms anew, sings a song to me. And I see our footprints, swallowed by the sandy sea. I recall the mist of morning tides and the scent of salt on the breeze. Gentle and soothing, waves caressing the deep and restless seas. Blue upon grey, the ceaseless call of seabirds out among the cliffs. The salt waves fall and rise, born now and dying, salt tears sting my eyes. How long ago it seems, and I know that our gardens blossom only in my dreams.
Damn, I was not paying attention to my water.
I got plenty of water if you need it.
Well, I did pack up some water. Did you just leave through my door?
You have new doors.
Yeah, I do.
It's going to be another hot one today, folks. It's already 70 degrees Celsius in the shade, and the day's just started. All we can do is put one foot in front of the other and face what comes with honor and determination. This is Tolliver 10 from the heart of Arakeen, guiding you through your day. And now we bring you Through Their Eyes, first-hand accounts from the front lines, presented by your host, Redondo Monroe. Today, in another poignant and moving episode, we delve into the heart of a mother's sacrifice and the bravery of her son, as conveyed through their personal writings.
Fiona Thorne, a devoted mother, has remained steadfast and resilient throughout the long years of conflict. Her diary reflects the unwavering morale of the Atreides families, supporting their loved ones and our fighting forces. One fateful day last year, our Special Missions cohort executed a daring raid against a Harkonnen position in the minor erg known as Three Rock Station. Sergeant Eric Thorne, a highly trained member of the elite strike force known as Gurney's Own, was part of that operation.
Another sleepless night. The sound of the wind reminds me of the distant echoes of battle. I can't help but think of myself out there in the desert, fighting for our beloved Duke. I've heard rumors that Eric was involved in the incursion at Three Rock Station, and that the confrontation became very bloody. But still, he writes that his spirits remain high. I pray for his safety and the swift end of this bloodshed.
In his letters sent from his unit, as Gurney's Own are deployed wherever the need is greatest, Eric expresses both resolve and an unwavering commitment to our cause.
Mother, the Harkonnens fight viciously, but our intelligence is sound, and we're able to hit them at their weakest. It's hard to remember the peace and serene beauty of our beloved Caladan when all you see is sand and blood. The soldiers in my unit are strong and determined, and I draw strength from their courage. I miss you and home dearly. I know our struggle is just.
After the fierce fighting at Three Rock Station, Eric's unit was redeployed to the Western Reach, striking against Harkonnen spice crews in the deep desert. Through sheer determination, a critical position was taken, but at great cost.
The news I hear about Eric's unit is grim. Many lives lost, including some of Eric's closest friends. My heart aches for him and for all the families grieving tonight.
Mother, I feel that our small unit is a valuable resource in this war of assassins, but we've lost many good men. My dear friends, it's hard to keep faith when you see so much death. The Harkonnens are brutal and show no mercy, Mother. They burned our wounded alive. I've seen them torture our captives in ways I can hardly describe. But I remember what you always said about our duty to the Duke, about honor
courage. I try to live by those words, even when everything seems lost.
As the confrontations along the demarcation lines grew fiercer, Gurney's own succeeded in breaking the Harkonnen supply lines. But in many of the missions, they suffered heavy casualties.
News has reached us of another successful operation. But Arek's last letter spoke of horrors I can barely fathom. I am hoping now, beyond hope, that his unit will be given reprieve, and that my son will be returned to me.
But destiny willed it otherwise, and Gurney's own were deployed once again to undermine Harkonnen positions near the shield wall. From the mission camp, Arek writes,
Dear Mother, I don't know when I'll be able to ride again. The Harkonnen positions are strong, and however careful our planning, we are sure to sustain grave losses. But still, none of us hesitates. We fight for House Atreides, for our people. Though I must confess, even the glory of Three Rock Station feels hollow amidst the bloodshed I now have witnessed. I must tell you, Atreides operatives too have been driven to acts I thought unimaginable. And we do what we must to secure victory, but I wonder at the cost to our souls. I miss you. Fear I may never see you again.
Later that same month, it was reported that Sergeant Eric Thorne was declared missing in action during a clandestine raid. His mother's heartache reminds us of the ultimate sacrifice made by so many.
Arek is missing. My son, my brave boy, lost to this endless war. I am proud of him, of his courage and his honor. But I cannot help the bitterness that fills my heart. We give so much, and for what? What good is the... and the when the endless sands of Arrakis swallow our children whole?
Fiona Thorne's sacrifice is a testament to the strength and resilience of House Atreides. Let us honor her and all those who endure the trials of this war, as we strive for a future where their sacrifices are not in vain.
You have listened to another episode of Through Their Eyes, first-hand accounts from the front lines, presented by your host, Redondo Monroe.
Base secured?
What?
You said your base was secured?
Yeah, I put batteries in her fuel cell thing. I have enough power cells to last 3 days.
know what power cells look like, right? The ones you can mine with your cutter ray.
And now, we journey to the front lines with another episode of The Young Guardians, as we follow 3 young cadets on their journeys to glory. And now, The Young Guardians continues, a captivating saga of bravery, loyalty, and sacrifice.
When we last left our 3 young House Atreides aspirants, they had received their orders to join the War of Assassins on Arrakis. After crossing the known universe on a guild highliner, our heroes are briefed on what awaits them in the desert sands below.
Now, you must think of the planet's surface as you would any environment hostile to human life. Because make no mistake, troopers, while you're there, while there's oxygen to breathe and the atmosphere won't kill you outright, everything else will. Your destination is Helios Gate, a Bastion-class fortress overlooking the northern frontier. You'll be reinforcing 3 Company of the 5th Rapid Deployment Cohort. Captain Amstrad and the Fighting 5th have repelled no less than 23 direct enemy actions in the last standard quarter. That means you'll be relieving some tired and haggard troops. And, just remember why you're here and who you're fighting for. That's right, for the Duke.
As our 3 young guardians cross the gangway to their dropship, certain nerves and anxieties come boiling to the surface.
Taryn, are you okay?
Whoa, you just missed a trooper on the lower gangway. You didn't even notice.
Gross.
Yeah, I'm okay. Oh, I think that slig chowder isn't sitting too well.
It's okay to be nervous, Taryn. I'm bloody terrified. Although I'm not sure if I'm more afraid of the Harkonnen or the planet itself.
Both are horrible. But my greatest fear is failure and letting my family down.
That's hogwash. You've already lived up to your family name.
We were top of our class at the war gym. Our names are inscribed on the Great Pillar.
After Aiden and his crew were disqualified.
And summarily executed.
But I have so much pressure on me to perform. You peons can't possibly understand what it's like to be na familia. To live under a microscope with 1,000 rules for every little thing. Sometimes I'm jealous of the freedom you guys have.
Freedom to toil for every waking hour.
Or freedom to starve when the crop yield is low.
What about freedom to be beaten if we bump into one of our betters?
You know what I mean. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just worried about our deployment.
Worried about what?
My brother says Helios Gate is outdated and of limited strategic value.
So?
Well, you heard the commander. 23 direct enemy actions in the last standard quarter. Is it really worth the risk?
I thought you wanted to prove yourself, Golden Boy.
Life must be so hard as a noble.
Okay. I'm an ass. Lay off me.
Look, we just need to stick together and remember our training.
And who knows? These things ebb and flow. We may not even see any action for quite some time.
As their dropship navigated the flak-filled descent corridor, our 3 guardians could see the action unfolding below.
Get up, Bastards!
We are coming in hot! We are entering a live combat zone! Do not, repeat, do not linger at the dropship once we are touched down! We need marksmen to observation decks, and the rest of you, reinforcing access points. Helios Gate must hold.
Taran, Lyra, and Amon are deployed to different positions around the Helios Gate fortress. Taran is stationed at the main gate, ready to repel all comers, while Lyra is perched on an observation deck with scope and las rifle.
They're trying to cut the gate solenoids. We need a marksman tasked on the front gate.
I got you, trooper. Cuttery, team down.
Meanwhile, Amon and his team of Suspensor-born skirmishers streak across the sky through a fusillade of lasgun fire.
Land behind them! Land behind them! On my position! Textbook flanking maneuver.
The battle raged on as the numerically superior Harkonnen forces pressed their advantage. But while the defenders of Helios Gate were outgunned and outnumbered, their fighting spirit remained unbroken.
We're not going to be able to hold the gate for much longer. Can I get another marksman tasking for the front gate?
Negative, trooper. We've got all guns keeping their ornithopters at bay.
This is the top, right?
That squashed the hearts.
As day turns to night, the Harkonnen forces prepare for a final desperate assault. The defenders, exhausted but resolute, ready themselves once again for the coming battle.
The top coming in.
Yeah.
Helios Gate
What are we, the Fantastic Four?
That's what it reminds me of. I need
We
to
have
back up.
gunships coming in on an assault vector from Para East. We just need to hang on until they get here.
Oh, shit.
For the Duke!
In the thick of the battle, Taran continues to defend the front gate. His strength and determination an inspiration to those around him.
They're trying to break through the old-fashioned way.
Lyra's precision fire thins the ranks of the oncoming enemy as Amon is redeployed to the battlements.
Ah! I've been hit! The front gate isn't gonna hold!
Taran finds himself in a perilous situation. He is injured, and the position he holds is about to be overrun by the enemy. Lyra, from her vantage point, sees Taran's predicament and desperately tries to provide cover fire.
Hold on, trooper. I'm trying to cover you. Oh, there's just too damn many.
But then, just as hope seems lost, Amon streaks Suspensor-born across the sky and fights his way to his fellow young guardian.
I got a few.
Come on, Taran, let's move!
You think this damn thing's not massive enough to hold me if I crouch?
Well, there's a seat in it for you.
Are you sure about that, Taran?
Yeah, but I kind of want to crouch on it just to see what it'd be like. You think we could go a short distance?
Just sit in it. Do you want to go back to your base and get some stuff?
Actually, hold on. Let me empty my inventory.
Stand back. And they're broken.
When the smoke clears, the casualties on both sides are many. But in the end, the Harkonnen forces are repelled, and the defenders of Helios Gate stand tall. But at what cost?
You've done your Duke proud this day, troopers. Helios Gate stands because of your bravery.
We did it. We really did it.
23 confirmed kills. I'm told that's a fortress record for newbies.
And
My
this
base is now fueled for
just the
7
beginning.
days.
Now they know what we're capable of.
For House Atreides, and for each other.
Okay.
We'll face all comers together.
And so, The siege of Helios Gate comes to an end, marking the first of many trials our young guardians will face. Their journey of honor and courage has truly begun.
Join us next time on The Young Guardians.
That's a good thing that
as
you
our
finally
heroes
have this,
continue their journey,
this...
facing new challenges
What is it
as
called?
they uphold the
An assault
legacy of
doctor.
House Atreides. Until
An
then,
assault doctor?
remember,
You see the guns on the
honor
side
and
of it?
loyalty are the true
No, I
marks
didn't.
of a warrior.
I'll see him when I come back. No, but it for real is a good thing that you decided to build that, because I wouldn't have had a mode of transportation. My bike was dying very fast.
Yeah, but you can repair it at your old base.
No.
Yes.
I tore everything down.
No.
Yeah. Does it, can it take medium-sized fuel cells?
Everything can take any sized fuel cell.
Well, no, I was only asking because then I'd bring them along just in case. Because you said it does take a lot of fuel. I was just trying to be considerate.
I appreciate it. Let me craft a few things real quick. I'm gonna craft the long torch Mark 5.
Okay. I'm gonna bring the fuel cells just in case.
I've got plenty. Don't you need them for your base?
What, fuel cell? Ooh, yeah. Huh.
This is Tolliver Cam, your faithful Communinet crier, spreading the word of the Duke and reminding you it will get better. War is hell, but our cause is just, and there's no other possible outcome than total victory.
Where the hell are the guns at? I don't see. Oh, there's the guns. Damn. Those are guns? Those don't look like guns. I feel like they're definitely guns, though. Yeah, okay, there's the ammunition compartment. Huh, that's cool. Do you have to refuel its ammo?
I don't know how it works.
Cool. Well, I'm ready when you are. Thank you, again.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's cool. We'll chill for a bit because I'm still crafting this Mark whatever I'm crafting.
My
Into the
base is gonna
jaws
be
of
good,
death.
right? Despite it not being completely
One
built.
more June.
As long as it's got its
One
shield
more June. One more
No.
June onward.
Maybe.
Into the desert storm flew the
Fuck.
brave soldiers. Forward the shield brigade.
I didn't have
The
enough
last
rock.
guns
I'm not
went
used to
down,
having a base
said.
this big. My base was smaller.
Into the desert storm flew the brave soldiers.
Anytime you need like rock or
Forward
anything,
the shield
ask me
brigade.
to use my buggy, and I'll
No
let you
one
take it
to
out
hesitate, despite
the
their
cutter on the
reckless
back.
haste. Harkonnen.
It's a lot of
Villainy.
extra resources.
The troops not to ask what's right. They carry our sacred light, theirs,
I
but
might
to
need to make
stand
sure
and
transport.
fight.
A large
Into
sandstorm
the
is
desert
approaching.
storm blew the brave soldiers.
You want a Mark 3
Lasguns
cutter
to
ray or
right
a
of
welding
them.
torch?
Lasguns to left of them, lasguns in front of
down
them,
to the first
lightning and fire beam, forward to final breath. Boldly they flew, and well, into the jaws of
I'm in
death.
my base.
Into the mouth of hell flew the brave soldiers.
Yeah, I can't extend my base
Flashed
towards
all
yours,
their
otherwise I
crisp
would,
knives
and we
bare,
could just have like a
flashed
racetrack
as they turned
between
in
our
air,
bases.
slicing the
I was
gunners
gonna say,
there,
I wish the
charging an
developers
army,
would let us do
while
something similar to
Arrakis
that.
all wondered.
Like make a
Plunged in the battle smoke, right through the line they broke.
not a guild,
Harkonnen
but a
and
hive.
Sardaukar reeled from the crisp knife stroke, shattered
Kind of like one
and
human,
sundered.
but not like one.
Then they flew back, but not all of the soldiers. Lasguns to right of them, Lasguns to left of them, Lasguns behind them.
No, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I'm not gonna be right back. I gotta make sure my base doesn't die.
Came through the jaws of death. Back from the mouth of hell, all that was left of them, left of the soldiers. Ne'er will their glory fade. Oh, the wild charge they made. Atreides, in debt to them. Honor the charge they made. Honor the Shield Brigade. Oh, noble soldiers.
You were wrong. Unscathed.
Okay, so maybe a powered subpipe just protects the whole base. And an unpowered base only is protected if it's secured and sheltered.
Damn. The only person it doesn't protect yet is me because, well, I did take a little bit of damage. But that was because I walked out in the open instead of staying in the little cove that I've got.
You remember we're going back to your base, right? I'm right.
I'm coming.
Oh, right.
All right, baby. This is the Boogie Thopter 3000. Let's go. Oh yeah.
We'll get on down here so I can give you this welding torch.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about that.
Sorry, I still have it equipped.
Oh damn. Hopefully that helps. Thank you.
Party invite sent.
Accepted.
I'm not taking off until you get in.
No, I was gonna boogie board. I have no access.
Well, try again. Like, use your lockpicking tools or something.
It's the Wastelander Chronicles, brought to you by O'Gary's Imports. O'Gary's Imports. If you want it, we have it. And if we don't have it, we'll get it. Join us now as we journey to the blistering sands of Arrakis, where we follow the adventures of the O'Gary clan, a pioneering family of salvage experts, as they scour war-torn battlefields and crash sites to discover their next great haul.
Man, I could do it from right here too, so you can see me.
Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Wastelander Chronicles. I'm your Badland Scout, Sally O'Gary, back with another wild adventure from the Wastelander Chronicles. Today's story is a real nail-biter. We were out in the Haunted Basin, tracking an off-course freighter when we had the most incredible and terrifying encounter. Let me tell you all about it. We were cruising along in Clovis, our trusty 68 Shone Landmaster. It was supposed to be a routine trip, nothing special. But then, out of nowhere, a rock slide showered down from above and blocked our way. And when the sand and dust settled, we were surrounded. Over a dozen of the fearsome desert warriors, known as the Fremen, materialized
I may have
from
to
the
give you
gloom.
cone or access to access. Can you access storage? Hold F.
At least we thought they were Fremen, but their faces were hidden behind weird iron helmets.
Alright, get out of that
Fremen
menu.
or no, these guys were all business. The one with the biggest helmet stepped forward. He seemed to be in charge and didn't waste any time accusing us of trespassing on Masquerade territory.
Masquerade? I've heard of these clowns.
Maybe not a good time for name-calling on.
We tried to explain that we were just friendly explorers, but they weren't having any of it. The one in the big helmet said we were infidels, defiling the electric worm's domain.
Trying to figure out where my person was
whatever
sitting.
the heck that meant.
A cargo cult. Fremen wannabes. Dude Shaz warned me about them.
When were you talking to Dude Shaz?
Not now.
Well, was he talking to you, or were you talking to him?
Here we go.
I'm just asking. Don't I have a right to know why my wife is always chatting up the handsome sheriff?
Okay, I'm
He
in
gives
co-pilot.
good intel.
Is that what you call it?
By that point, I guess Big Helmet had enough of Mom and Dad's bickering, because he got real mad and ordered us buried up to our necks in the sand.
I don't think I have the storage put on it yet.
But just as they were gonna drop us into
no.
chin-deep pits,
Okay.
something incredible happened.
I'll get
The
out.
Moskret started yelling about something
No,
they
you're
call
good.
Shai Halud and lit out of
Oh,
there
you
like
sure?
their
You can
tails
do it
were
while
on
I'm still in
fire.
here?
Turns out, Shai Halud is the local name for the big sandworms. Well, I don't have to tell you what happened next. The ground started rumbling and rumbling like
Yeah, I don't know where
never
the storage
before.
module
I
is.
swear it must have been
Fuck,
one of
man.
those
Definitely
super
built it.
granddaddy sandworms you hear about living in the deepest desert.
Are you sure
I figured it
this
must have
even
took a
takes
wrong
a
turn at the
storage
shield wall
module?
and ended up on
Absolutely.
our heels. But I'll tell you what, when it
Okay.
comes to worms, Mom and Dad know their business and led us to safety on a rock island with practiced precision. When the dust settled, the worm was gone and there was no sign of the Moskret. Or was there?
I've got their trail. Good job, son. Follow it.
And why are we following it again?
They threatened my babies.
The trail led to a depression in the rocks where the Moskret had made camp. They posted guards, but they were no match for us. The best part is, after we killed them all, I found an old handwritten map tucked into Big Helmet's boot. It smelled like
They're
farts
raising
and
you
old cheese,
specifically
but I
only
slipped
have
it into my bag
7
anyhow. I know, stealing
generators?
isn't right. But Dad always says that if they're
Because I don't
dead,
want any
then
of
it
them.
really isn't stealing. Anyhow,
Oh, okay.
we took
I
the
just have
helmets
enough
and
to
left
build the
their
other
gross
ones.
corpses to the scavengers before finding our way back to Clovis.
So is that why you said you had...
Alright,
As we
now
headed
hold
back
F
home,
and
I
see if you
couldn't
have
wait
access
to
to
show Mom and
storage.
Dad the map. It could be the start of our next big
Alright,
adventure.
Alright.
Back at our shop, we spent days spit shining the helmets to a mere polish as we get them
Now,
ready
before
for
we go, I
you,
must
dear
customize.
listeners.
That's right, Sally. At O'Gary's Imports,
Okay, I'm gonna
it's
let you do that.
Masquerade
I'm gonna
masked
go
mayhem,
deposit all this
and
blood.
we won't be undersold. We have
So I
big
have
helmets.
some water
we
when I
have
come
ugly
back.
helmets. We have big and ugly helmets. Come find us on the Agora Concourse of the Grand Souk in Arakeen. Because at O'Gary's Imports, if you want it, we have it. And if we don't have it, we'll get it.
Thanks, Dad. Until next time, this is your faithful Badland Scout, Sally O'Gary, signing off and reminding
know how
you
you
to
have
always
your,
check your six. And come back next time for another episode
watering,
of the Wastelander
water
Chronicles.
cisterns
How
hidden.
about that, folks?
Yeah.
The deep desert holds
I'm gonna
more
do the
than
same
just
thing for
spice
mine.
and sand. It holds
And leave a
stories
couple of
of
them
resilience, of daring, and of discovery.
thing is massive, is it not?
Oh no, it is.
Look how it's squatted down.
Yeah. So you can get in it.
Alright, where's your base that we need to go to? All the way over there at the place that's by the other place? This other place?
It should be by an iron mining place. Holy shit. Big boy! Come in. Oh man, my base is not perfectly rounded. That bugs me. Oh well. Or not not round, but... Well, at least I know where to go with that wall. Do you need help?
No, for some reason I just literally, the base disappeared off my map.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, never mind, we're good.
I was gonna say, you are still looking in the eastern Vermillis Gap, right? That's where my base still is.
Has a slower speed than Scout Ornithopter. But
What
I
is
guess
it,
that's expected.
faster or slower?
Remnants of glory.
What?
Is this
Echoes
faster or
of
slower?
valor.
I said it had a
Whispers
slower
on the
speed.
wind, calling the names of the fallen.
Okay, well, since it's
Brave
slower, I'm
souls
gonna go grab a drink of
now
water
on
real quick.
shadows in the dunes. The remnants of glory. Desert silence, broken by memory. Sand beneath our feet, shifting with each sacrifice. Lives given to the cause. The remnants of glory. Era of valor, of gallant deeds, echoes in the annals of history. History, written in blood and sweat. The remnants of glory. In the silence, we remember names and faces faded. Faded but not forgotten, their legacy a flame undying. Glory may fade, but honor remains. A guiding star, eternal, the remnants of glory. In the still, whispers linger, ghosts of battles fought. Won or lost, but not forgotten, their echoes.
Is this your base?
Echoes of valor.
Yeah, my base has been reduced to 1 level. Which kind of makes it perfect.
Welcome, noble listeners of House Atreides, to another poignant episode of Through Their Eyes. Today, we bring you the story of Sergeant Creel, a decorated member of the 2nd Deep Desert Expeditionary Force who has faced the horrors of war firsthand.
One of them is incomplete.
As we delve into his experiences, we honor the bravery and sacrifices of our troops.
Sergeant Creel, thank you for joining us today. Can you start by telling us about your involvement in the operation at Dejun?
This is the one that I got from
Of course,
the Anvil.
We're operational in the deep desert, so when
scra-
Scouting
it
came
has
back with reports of a Harkin
pipe.
placement at
It's got a
Dejun
scrap
well, that was a serious
chassis.
provocation.
What happened at
4%.
Like I said,
That's why I haven't
we own the
touched
deep
it.
desert,
I've
so
literally been using
when word
it as
got
scrap
back
part.
to us of a Harkonnen bastion being raised, our commanders knew what to do. 7 different cohorts, including the 5th Mesa Infantry and Gurney Zone, were simultaneously deployed in a coordinated
But if
attack.
you want it, I'm totally giving
The whole
you
operation
access.
was brutal. The Hark defenders much more vicious than we were used to.
And yet, you and your fellow soldiers managed to execute the mission with surgical precision. Can you share a specific moment from that operation that stands out in your memory?
There was this one moment, I guess. The Hark Bastion was still only half built, and we'd taken on a group of engineers.
Oh no, I don't want it.
But
I made the mistake of
we were
also
spotted by
playing
a
that
fortified
bike
lasgun
and had to wait
position
for it
from
to
the
get
finished part of the
deleted by
bastion and pinned
Sandstorm.
down. They were really tearing us apart. But somehow, we managed to get behind them through the half-built works. I remember crawling through the blood-stained sand and rubble.
Yeah, so
The
that's
smell of
basically
death
what
and
I'm
fried
doing here.
ozone thick on the air. When we finally took out that position, at least, it felt like a small victory in this ceaseless ocean of despair.
Your bravery is truly inspiring. As the operation continued, what kept you and your fellow soldiers going?
Duty, honor, the things they drill into you from day one. The example set by the fearless men of Gurney's Own. But honestly, in the end, it's all about the man next to you. It's him you fight for, to keep him alive. It wasn't about grand ideals anymore. It was about survival.
House Atreides prides itself on its moral high ground and honorable
You are
conduct.
putting all your items
How did
into
the
the
principles of
ornithopter, right?
Canley and the Great Convention
why don't you
hold
check?
up under the extreme
Because I
conditions
don't
of battle?
need to, I'm asking you.
Canley?
I was trying to be
That's for fancy folks with sashes and pressed uniforms. For us,
sassy, but
the reality of war
yeah.
changes people.
And then fill yourself
These
up.
missions, you do things that you never thought you would.
Rizzo, I've
I
not
remember
gone to
one
the
night,
yet.
after we took out a Hark listening station, seeing my comrades picking through the carnage.
I don't want to, honestly.
Off of Harkonnen survivors.
Because there's more to come from
It
this
seemed
game, and
different
I think
somehow.
everything's going to
As
change.
if the brutality of the war had drained all humanity out of them.
Plus, they're
I even remember
Sergeant Creel,
PvE
it's clear
zones
that the
in
emotional
deep
toll
desert
is
PvP
heavy.
zones every night.
Perhaps we can focus more on the
Assassin
moments of
drops themselves
camaraderie
off
and
the-
hope that you
Oh,
experience
no.
during these dark times.
The what?
Yeah, that is it. I can hold
Yeah, I
it.
mean, there are moments, sure,
See if
but
I can't get rid of something.
like between missions, people share stories, laugh about the little things.
You need to put whatever you have on the floor.
Anything
in
to keep
crate.
the darkness
I don't
at
know when
bay.
they disappear.
But those moments are fleeting.
I'm
The
working on it.
reality
I'm
of what we
working
have
on
to
it.
do is always there, lurking in the background.
And during
Not
the
at the
shield
moment,
wall
not
operation,
It's
what was
got
the
too
state
many
of your
missions
unit at that
going on. I don't
point?
want to cross the desert or the main map. The map.
It was pretty chaotic.
Yeah, no,
At that
this
point,
game
we were
does have too
exhausted,
many glitches.
barely holding on.
I've glitched out, I don't know
More than
how
half the
many
unit was
times.
replacements by then. Young,
I've
inexperienced
seen
kids,
people
really.
glitch out.
Just hanging on by the skin of their teeth. And the Harkonnens had good intel. They somehow knew about most of our operations beforehand. I lost more friends in those days than I can count. I mean, we were just trying to stay alive, you know? Mission by mission, but... really... what was the point of it all?
Alright, I'm going to
Sergeant
pick up the
Creel,
stuff on the floor, and
I'm
I'll
sure
pause it
at
if you
least
want
you
to
find some solace
check.
in knowing that
Oh,
your
it's only-
courage and sacrifice
eight
will
scrap
never be
metal?
forgotten.
Yeah.
Can you share with us the
Hey,
impact your
every single
involvement in
thing is
these
valuable
operations
here.
has had
You
on
want me
you
to pick it
personally?
up just for shits and giggles?
Yeah.
I mostly just remember the,
How do I go
faces.
about transporting
Screams.
all of this water?
the loss.
You get a whole bunch of cups. I have some
I
cups.
try to
that
recall the
use.
good we did, the successes and the victories, but
Well, I have everything for now. Let's go with what we've got.
So damn hard.
Your service. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Yeah, thank you. I just hope
Already.
it was worth it.
And that concludes our interview with Sergeant Creed.
Why?
His story is a stark reminder of the sacrifices made by our brave special forces.
They're nosy fuckers.
Let us honor their sacrifices and strive for a future where this can finally end. And the heart
They like to put bubbles around me and beat me, and I don't like it.
No, I got a reason. That's why I'm not going to the desert yet, because
First-hand accounts from the front line, presented by your host.
I want a server that there's not a lot of creepers. So I'm hoping whenever I come up with the weird shit happening to me.
Pretty much. Whee! There's a belly. Oh, look at it. There's a belly. There it is again. Whee! Am I acting childish? Yes. Does it matter? Probably not. Should anybody care? Definitely not.
This thing is slow.
You should probably go up a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
How about I'll drop you off next time you tell me what to do?
Ah, sorry. My bad. That was just insane. It's a bird! It's a plane! No, it's an assault copter!
Oh, it does not have the momentum of the small one.
Twilight's glow where shadows meet. A warrior
Why were you
stands
trying to do a loopy-loop?
Yeah.
His sword, once bright, now dulled with strife, reflects the toll of countless lives. Oh, fate, you've carved this path of pain, through deserts vast, through blood and rain. For House Atreides, I still fight.
And do I even have permission to
Remember
do it?
those who fell in fields, whose courage were their only shields. Their names engraved in stars above, their deeds the legacy of love. In silence, now I take my leave.
Alright,
For battle's end,
I'm taking my
and
bird back
souls
to my
must
base.
grieve.
I hope
But
that you
know
come over
this truth,
immediately
my
after you
comrades
get rid of
dear.
inventory
In
and come
every
for
heart
another
we
trip.
still stand.
Should I bring fuel cells?
Though my journeys end this
No.
year, House Atreides shed no tear. For in the halls where
I only have
where hearts are
How
blessed,
much?
we'll meet again in
They're all
timeless
full.
peace,
I've got 1, 2,
where
3,
all our pains and
6.
trials cease. In
If you're
twilight's
trying to get
glow
rid
where
of them, I'll
shadows
take them.
meet, a warrior stands on weary feet.
Like, if you need
His
room or
sword,
something.
once bright, now dulled with
No, I gotta
strife,
make more. I'm just
reflects the
offering
toll
as
of
payment.
countless lives. Oh, fate,
I'll
you've
take one
carved this
full
path
medium.
of
I'll take
pain
2 full medium
through
fuel
deserts
cells after your
vast,
whole
through
base
blood
is
and
transferred.
rain.
Oh, wait,
Yet
there is
honor
a medium.
binds my heart tonight. For House Atreides, I
Yeah,
still
there's only
fight.
1 medium.
Well,
Remember
hurry up and
those who
deposit
fell
your
in
inventory and
fields,
get back over
whose
here.
courage were their only
Okay.
shields. Their names engraved in stars above, their deeds the legacy
Also,
of
when you
love.
dismantle your
In
your
silence,
chests
now,
are
I
empty,
take my
dismantle
leave.
them so that you can bring
For
them
battle's
with
end,
you and
and souls
remake
must
them
grieve.
to put more stuff in.
But know this truth, my comrades.
Yeah, I've been
dear. In every heart we still
getting
stands
rid
near.
of stuff.
O house of just and noble name, we've lit the stars with honor's flame. And though my
Let me make
journey's
some
end
crates.
is near, House Atreides, shed no tear. For in the halls where heroes rest, where valor shines, where hearts are blessed, we'll meet again in timeless peace, where all our pains and trials cease. Powerful words that remind us of the courage and resolve that lives in every
I'll worry about
Atreides
organizing
heart.
things later. I just want to get these set. I don't even care if it's something random.
That's what I did.
Well, if you look at my base, they're like literally in the weirdest bit. Okay, that's as much material as I have to list. Shit! Get your doctor back in over here. I
No,
got stuff
get
in
yourself
inventory.
over here. Oh, my Thopter still has inventory in it?
Yes.
Your water will be the last thing we transport.
Alright. Sorry, I'm getting confused as to which ones I just filled.
The heart of Rendavo. Rendavo's father was a sergeant, old and bent and grey. He served the Duke in '88, back in a bygone day. He lived out in the desert and scraped his meager fare, with children 9 around him and
I left you a
Ren,
gift in the
youngest
ornithopter
there. The older siblings learned some
storage.
sense, but Ren was left without. He was
As a
tall,
partial token
but
of my
short on
appreciation.
wisdom, and
Are you
grew
ready to
up
go?
broad and stout. Pious, cheerful,
I'll wait until you get it.
boy,
I'm glitching out. I've literally been glitching this whole damn time.
and finally
Are you in?
Ren answered.
Yeah, I'm in.
A soldier, sword in hand. If all else fails, at least I can still die for Duke and land. Ren packed his bag and went to join the brave
Man, this thing definitely
Atreides.
accelerates faster
Strong
than the
and
other one,
and healthy
but it glides
too.
slower.
He was welcomed in the group,
Well, it's also
but when he had
bigger,
to master drills
more to
and
glide
learn
with.
the skills of war, the sergeant screamed and laughed and screamed still more. For when ordered to turn left, Ren would quickly turn to right, and told to shoulder arms instead. He charged with all his might. Rendavo's drills and troubles became a well-known tale. Even famous Duncan, Idaho, would smile at his travail. And when at last Ren's unit was ordered off to war, the officers debated, was he suited for that job? But Ren just let them argue. He stood there, broad and straight. If with the others I can't go, I'll go alone. Just wait.
Oh, is that
He took his
sandworm
sword and
activity?
backpack and marched out with the rest.
No?
At camp, he was their servant,
Okay.
each request. But when the battles raged, he was ordered
No, I could
to
swear
stand
that I
back.
get confused between
He
what's
didn't
actually
understand
sandworm
when to
activity
take
and what
That's a
cover
isn't.
spice pile
or
down there.
attack. Duncan Idaho.
Yeah,
was
see,
on the
I would have
run.
thought that I was dying.
In his tracks.
Actually, no, that's a lie.
He
I know the
passed
sandworm
Rendavo's
is
unit, shouting,
typically the
"Boys,
color of the sand.
You watch our backs.
When he's pushing
Don't
through,
let the
he's not
devils through the gorge, or all of
a
us are
wonderful
lost.
white.
Guard it until we regroup. Keep it safe at any cost." A small detachment, made up but of barely 20 men, got there in time to make their stand. Along with them came Ren. The Harkonnen fell on them hard, their lasguns raining death. And 7 brave Atreides men gave up their costly breath. The same disastrous fate would soon all so in order to retreat, they all retreated straight
Man,
away.
this chapter is so pretty, isn't
All
it?
but one, who stayed to fight and charged the
So,
foes
when
instead.
you're co-pilot, I think you
Ren
actually have
couldn't get the
command of the
notion
ship.
of flight through
The
his
co-pilot
stubborn
looks
head.
like it's got cockpit controls,
just
so if
stood
I
there,
accidentally somehow
bold
fall
and
out of the ship,
strong,
I think you can
and
take
ready
over.
now to teach a lesson to each
Damn.
Harkonnen who came within his reach.
Do you have access to
At the
co-pilot?
choke point in the gully,
I was in the
they
co-pilot.
all each took a turn, but without lasgun
I'm gonna
cover.
kill some people. Let me know when
One
you're
by
ready.
one, were forced to learn. They charged at Ren, but each who came was fought and bested all the same. None could beat him at this game, for Atreides' honor, house, and name. Duncan Idaho had rallied all the troops that still were hale. He shouted, "Hold out, my brave lad, we're coming, do not fail." He told all who would hear him, watch a true Atreides fight. Hurry, boys, come to his aid, he has saved us all tonight.
Can you hear the sniper fire?
Against that fearsome counter-strike, no Harkonnen could hold. They faltered, failed,
Every
and
sniper
turned
fire
their
you
backs.
hear is
A
one
rare
dead
sight
body.
to behold. Their faces pale, their weapons dropped behind them as they ran. And Duncan looked around and asked, "Where is that fearless man? He who held the gully until we could all return. That hero of the desert. His name I must needs learn." "He has fallen," said the sergeant, his head bowed down in shame. "He lies there dead upon the sand. Rendavo was his name." "I remember him," said Idaho, "of Ren who'd seemed to rest, but for the blood that stained the shirt across his mighty chest. That lasgun knew just where to strike, as plainly you can see," said Idaho to those around. "Yes, it knew more than we. It shunned his brow. 'Twas weak and poor, that much all of us knew. But found instead what better was his heart, forever true." The word spread quick among all those who had survived the fight. And every soldier did agree Duncan Idaho was right. Rendavo was no thinker. His mind slow, truth be told. His head, they said, was thick as wood, but his heart was made of gold.
I just went full spice mode. Like, can you please me to help soon? My cocaine heart is on fire.
Huh?
Spice.
Your cocaine heart is on fire. What the hell?
Hey, let's fly. My heart needs some agility. Thing looks like a giant Pokemon.
what your assault doctor?
Yeah. Alright, I'm going pee, since you're taking so long. But look how angry my eyes look.
Damn, they look pretty angry. Ready.
It's the Wastelander Chronicles, brought to you by O'Gary's Imports. O'Gary's Imports. If you want it, we have it. And if we don't have it, we'll get it. Join us now as we journey to the blistering sands of Arrakis, where we follow the adventures of the O'Gary clan, a pioneering family of salvage experts, as they scour war-torn battlefields and crash sites to discover their next great haul.
Hey there, everyone! Welcome back to the Wastelander Chronicles. I'm your Badlands Scout, Sally O'Gary, back with another wild adventure. After that scary encounter with the Masquerade, we got our hands on that super mysterious map. Dad was all over it. I used to not wear it then. Normally, he would take it over to his Rentat friend at the Seleucid Bowl. I used to think Master Chin was scary when I was little. The way he got that faraway look in his eye when he did his computing. Master Chin would have taken one look, and before he got a word out, he'd have done a sector-by-sector comparison of the map with known topography. But in this case, Dad didn't want anyone knowing the secrets of the map before he did.
I'll figure it out myself.
Mom said he was being a paranoid old fool, but what should have taken 30 seconds took 2 days. And don't you know it? 2 days later, we found ourselves piling into Clovis, our 68 Homeland Master, and set a course for the Hog of Asia. Once we were underway, Dad unfolded the map and pointed to a marking that looked like an angry beetle.
This is our destination, kids. Remember that old Empire facility we found a few weeks back? It was a maintenance facility. You know, a bunch of tool pushers that kept around to fix stuff for the eggheads. I guess a scientist can tell you how much a pound of worm shit weighs, but put them all together in a room and they still can't turn a screw to save their lives. Anyhow, in the documentation we recovered, we found an inventory roll listing some of the other testing stations by number and field of study. Testing Station 29 studied plants, while 36 studied weather. Station 91, though, they studied bugs. Just like this ugly little sucker we're headed towards.
Boy, was that journey rough. Mom said it was a bad time of year to be traveling, and the sandstorms were relentless. Visibility was almost nothing, and sometimes my little brother Koda and I had to get out and walk ahead of Clovis to make sure we didn't drive off a cliff. Eventually, we arrived at the sector indicated on the map, and we hid Clovis away, where she would be safe. As usual, Kodo and I took the point and went ahead of our group. I won't lie, every step of that mission was a chafing nightmare. Before we left Clovis, I made the harebrained decision to break in a handed-down stillsuit that didn't fit right. I was in rare form and fit for time when we finally came upon the massive portal in the rocks. By then, we'd been to enough of these old testing stations to know when we saw it. The oversized door.
Oh, I see the belly. I saw the belly.
Only see darkness. Coda was immediately apprehensive. Reading a lot of foot traffic, Sally. I'm not sure how lost this old testing station really is. Of course, that's when Dad and the rest of the family arrived.
I knew it!
Keep it down, Finn.
I knew it! You said I was a fool. You said I'd lead us into an ambush.
Let me know when you've extracted
Ignore
all
your
of the
petulant
inventory. I'm going to
mother,
leave it
kids.
here.
We go in wedge formation. After me.
We squeezed through the narrow aperture with ease, but quickly found our way blocked by a massive pit of darkness. After we recalibrated our optics for low light, we found a narrow ramp that wound down to the gaping shaft. I forgot all about my chafing as we descended into the darkness. I hated the feeling in there. The lonely, oppressive atmosphere that lone abandoned places had in common.
Wait, you didn't think
But
I'd
the
be
spell
that
was
fast?
quickly broken when
I
a
thought there was a lot of things in
fire
there.
team floated
I
down the
thought you had
center
little
of the
chests.
shaft from above. We flattened
I
ourselves
do.
against the wall and
I'm just
kept
really
out of their
good at
light.
filling things fast. Can we do this until my face is completely transformed?
See what all his Solaris.
I said this was a blast screen.
You don't want to be around when that
Oh, okay.
Why is it you don't want that?
We can do a lot more tomorrow.
Well, that's what I meant. I meant
This isn't
another
a
day.
testing station.
Yeah.
Not night.
It's a
Because I
Harkonnen
know you
base.
said you wanted to get off.
Can it be both?
Because I didn't have this
told
crafted
you
the
the
whole
night
time
was
today.
young.
I had to do a lot of things to get this crafted.
What do we do now?
This place is huge, and we
I
came
love
this far. I say we go on high alert and check it out.
But that
We
also
couldn't
means you
risk getting
want to take
caught,
care of
so
it.
we stuck to the shadows and
No.
moved as quietly
I
as
have
we
all
could.
of you to take care of it.
Momo's right. This place was huge, with tunnels going off in every direction. We
Come over
saw
here
rooms
looking at all my
full of
vehicles,
weird
I guess.
machinery and old tech, stuff I'd never seen before. But oddly, no bugs or insects of any
Alright, well, I'm
kind.
logging out.
There were
I gotta
never
close
any
my
bugs,
base
Sally.
before I
I
log
think
out.
the symbol on the map indicate Harkonnens, not bugs.
Well, their helmets are kind of bug-shaped when you look at them.
That's when we heard footsteps and ducked into a side room just in time.
I'll see ya.
Peeking out, we saw a group of
Okay, good
Harkonnen
night.
troopers march past.
Good night.
We didn't know how many there were in total, but any kind of combat would have brought the whole base down on us. My heart was pounding so hard.
Thank you, chat, for all of you that have been here. 5 of you concurrent viewers right now on YouTube. I do really appreciate that. Whoever you are, if you could drop a like and possibly subscribe, I'd appreciate it.